first carry for Christian McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He's brought down by
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down, Witherspoon gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Off the play fake, Witherspoon. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
And goal at the Jets' 8-yard line.
From the gun, Witherspoon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle. Made at the 36-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Tyre Whitehead on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, he almost picked it. Mayfield. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Great man.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
With the carry for Carroll.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
The pass complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
the Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, Witherspoon. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. .54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line. That's
second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 26, check 26.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Complete to Allen Robinson. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third and long for Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Pick up at 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because You have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Short on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch. I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Gafford. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
8-yard line.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish his drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Jets 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's ready. He's crazy. He's chasing. Alert, 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 alert.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Alert, alert.
Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And a little floater there is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. The Panther rush just too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, switch gears. Slay. Point it right. Check right 21. Check right 21. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now Mayfield out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone, Witherspoon. Forced out to his, and oh, he caught it up! And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run with Freeman. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
Jets 15.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Witherspoon. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw on 3rd down, Witherspoon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Phillip Lindsay, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
McCaffrey on the carry. Quinnen Williams on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to taking a fourth quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 19-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Check, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield, rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's James. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, Witherspoon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Freeman again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel